That was fucking nasty.
Alright, what up, mother truckers? BP Hero back at you here, and I'm stopping this real quick just to tell you, we're going to do something a little bit different here for these videos, just going to spice things up, because sometimes taking a wrapper off of a bat can be a struggle on this channel. So what we're going to do is, in the pinned comment down below, give my guy Greg a rating here, 1 out of 10 on how he did unwrapping this bat, and we'll be sure and do our averages in the next video, and kind of get a rolling number here. Is it clean? Was it not clean? You guys be the judge, and I'll let you know in the next video how he did, and then we'll see how that video does.
Wanted to take the wrapper off on camera here for you guys. Kind of pressed for time here, so
Hi, what up, mother truckers? Thanks for stopping in and checking out the video here. We got today is the 2024 Louisville Slugger Genesis 2-piece Powerload, aka the bubblegum bat, what everybody wants to call it. You guys and your nicknames, you come up with something good for everything, and this one has been deemed the bubblegum by the community. Huge thanks to Frank over at Louisville for getting this to us so we could check it out for you guys. There is this one and one other one that's going to be coming soon that needed to be done already, but the weather just has not been cooperating here. You can see the field looks pretty rough, but right here getting it in regardless. The field is actually a lot drier than it looked, but we'll have to deal with the rough looking field until we get the action in here. Until we get a little bit further into the spring and they get the field looking better for our action out here.
last one.
Quick update on the Louisville gloves. Still doing great. These are available with the crew at headbangersports.com. You can head over there and get yourself yours and use code BPHero, as I've got it put down in here in the description down below to get yours. Or you can also hit me up, reach out to me personally, and I can get you a really good price on one of these as well. However you want to do it, make sure you get one of these things in your hands, because this thing was pretty nice bat. I'm not going to lie to you. Just kind of get into a little bit of preliminary stuff here with the bat. We'll go over the specs and the compression and that kind of thing here in a minute. We're out here hitting on a about 65-ish degree day, basically 290 all the way around. Hitting mostly a mix of 52s and Pro-Ms, some BP rockets and stuff mixed in there as well. And I will say that Louisville does recommend starting these off with the 52s before you go to hitting the hard stuff. And no, we didn't do that here, as you can tell, obviously, because we just peeled the wrapper off of it. And it was honestly just being nothing more than press for time and not wanting to dig and sort through the softballs. We needed to get this video out and understood the risk we were going to get ourselves into here. Luckily, we didn't run into any issues with paint seams or anything like that, but I will highly recommend you do the proper thing and break it in with 52s for at least 100 or so swings to get it started, and then you can swing away and probably be a lot less prone to the paint seams. So as promised, here's a compression on this thing when it was brand new in the wrapper, coming in basically right at 300, pretty much on par for the Louisville stuff that we've seen. Nothing too exciting or anything. You know, we know these test high, still hit really well, and after about I'll say about 100 or so swings we put on this thing, it ends up coming in on the tester at 265. A little bit of a cooler temp out here, so it doesn't surprise me too much. The Louisville stuff gets down to around 250 or 260 and just kind of hangs out there, and we'll just take an absolute beating. Keeps getting better and still passes compression. It's very impressive what they've been able to do with this thing, and this bat was no exception to that. So getting a close-up look at this thing and checking over the specs here. This bat is approved for USSSA, NSA, and ISA play. It is available in weights from 25.5 up to 27.5, and the model that we are swinging in the video is a 27.5 for anybody wondering. And this one does feature a 13-inch barrel, full ounce of end load, is a 2-piece model, same composite handle that we're used to, doesn't sting the hands, feels great, gives a rigid feel, absolutely sick bat. And I do want to point out real quick, just looking at some webbing on this thing, it's not paint cracks, it's not paint seams. Sometimes this happens on these lighter colored bats. Look at the webbing in this thing. That's a sign that the barrel's breaking in, and it looks sick. I love it. So the 13-inch barrel on this thing is pretty much what we've come to know from the Louisville stuff. Features their same PowerX coil composite, and it is an absolutely enormous sweet spot. It performs well out of the wrapper, breaks in, gets down in compression, and then kind of hangs out about that 260-ish mark there. We don't really know what else to tell you other than these Louisville bats are just freaking good. And the full ounce of end load in this thing makes hitting the ball hard way too easy. I'm talking way too easy. The 13-inch barrel has an enormous sweet spot, gets around well, and then the big end load just, makes just bludgeoning a ball almost effortless. It's kind of crazy, really. Maybe not going to be something for you control guys. It still can be controlled. We put the trash can out there just to kind of have something to hit around, basically, and I didn't get too close to it at all, which is kind of the goal of the round, right? But we're also not really looking to do much else than just beat the cover off the ball and make sure that's not where it goes. So if that's the type of hitter you are, then this is going to be the bat for you. Sometimes I feel like a broken record doing these Louisville reviews because they're all so freaking good. But we have a blast swinging them, so we're going to keep doing these reviews, and especially if Louisville keeps hooking us up and sending us this stuff so we can get the review in on it for you guys. We are absolutely grateful to have Frank and Matt and all the guys over at Louisville kind of helping us out and making sure we got content for them. It scratches everybody's backs, right? Because we get our content, they get their promotion. How do you lose? And then the best part of all is you can go to headbangersports.com, use code BPHero to get yourself one. And when you do, be sure and let me know in the comments down below when you get yours and how far is the furthest ball you hit with it. We already hit a couple balls, 350 plus. When this thing gets to the point of, 200 or 300 swings, it's going to be a scud launcher. So we're going to hush up and let you check out the rest of the video here. Us having an absolute blast swinging this thing. Again, huge thanks to Louisville. Huge thanks to Headbanger Sports for being able to get you guys some deals on these things. Use code BPHero to get yourself one. Swing hard in case you hit it. Enjoy the rest of the video. BP Hero, catch you next time. And real quick, in case you didn't know, we're giving away 20 bats if we hit 20,000 subs this year. We'll put the subs count here on the screen right now so you guys can see where we're at. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do that so we can get these bats given away. What are you waiting on?
Good enough. That was fucking nasty. Okay. I don't know what you told me to do, but
Touch that, I dare you.